It is virtually impossible to pick an Indian T20 side and have everybody saying, or a majority saying, that's a good side. Because there's so many options. The fan bases are so vast that it's virtually impossible to pick a side. And Ajit Agarkar and his team wish you all the best. I'm trying that exercise myself. The way I'm going to go about doing it is to say, okay, I'm only going to pick 15. I'm not going to cop out and pick 17, 18 because the T20 World Cup is going to be 15. I'm going to pick the 5 or 6 players first that I think absolutely walk into a team. And then you look at a balance around. So let's start with those 6. It starts with the captain, Surya Kumar Yadav. So he's an absolute lock-in. And it's interesting that almost all the lock-ins thereafter are either bowlers or all-rounders. I've got 2 all-rounders in that list, Hardik Pandya and Akshar Patel. They will be part of any side. Then Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, and Varun Chakravarti. So there's your 6 players around whom you can construct the side. Straight away, you can see where I'm getting at. Okay, what about the rest then? I'm going back to the team that played against England and had that spectacular tour in South Africa as well. India won 17 of the last 20, by the way. And India opened there with Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson. Now, Sanju had a great series in South Africa. Not quite the best against England, but he's done enough. Who hits 300? So Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, and another player who announced himself there. He played for the Mumbai Indians down at 5, but the moment he went up to 3, it was a different player. So Tilak Varma at 3. So I'm now making a long list. So I've got those 3 in my side. Now start looking at all the options. Let me list the options for you to make it very difficult. Shreyas Iyer, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Shivam Dubey, Rinku Singh. Now, how many of these are you going to pick, given you already got Hardik Pandya and Akshar Patel? So let's start with Shubman Gill. My view on Shubman Gill is he's just coming off a fantastic test series. There's a World Test Championship to be won as much as an Asia Cup to be won. Suddenly he goes and plays Asia Cup. He's got 5 days to come back and get ready for the test series again. So my personal view is Shubman Gill remains captain of the India test side and doesn't let his now near pristine technique suddenly get affected by white ball, then come back to red ball. I still think you'll need to look at Shubman Gill with the T20 World Cup round the corner, but there is a little bit of time for that. What about Shreyas Iyer then? Shreyas Iyer is in a shootout with Tilak Varma. In my squad, I give the captain, the selectors, options of playing both because both are genuine class players. One an absolute dasher and left-hander, one just calm, getting better and better with every passing year. So I've actually got Shreyas Iyer in my side as a batting option at 3 or 4. And so I thought you have Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson, get Shreyas Iyer in, and then if you want someone to keep wickets, because one of those rare sides where none of the other batters are keeping wickets, and then you play Jitesh Sharma down the order. So in case you want flexibility at the top, then you use Jitesh Sharma, who's had a fabulous IPL, whose reinvention of himself as a T20 finisher has been extraordinary. So he gives you the other wicket-keeping option down the order. Sanju Samson gives you the wicket-keeping option at the top of the order. Now, I know that Surya Kumar Yadav as captain loves to have batting all the way down to 8. And you go down to Dubai, I think India's strength is in the slow bowling. India will play 2 pacers plus Hardik. In fact, when India won the last time, India actually sometimes only played one fast bowler plus Hardik, sometimes played 3, sometimes 4 spinners as well. So I think in terms of seam bowling, that'll be enough, because my next player is also a spin bowling all-rounder in Washington Sundar. Now, you might think it's an interesting choice. I think there's a T20 player hidden in Washington Sundar. He's a good enough fielder. He can give you some overs with a new ball as well. And he's in a 6-bowler setup in that side. Now the fast bowler. I said Bumrah picks himself, Arshdeep Singh picks himself. I've got to choose between Mohammad Siraj and Prasidh Krishna. And I thought Prasidh Krishna in the IPL was fantastic. Siraj is going to go back and play the test matches too. So Prasidh Krishna with the option of bowling in the middle overs if the spinners are bowling up at the top. And that leaves me with just one more spin bowling bird. Do you go Ravi Bishnoi, who's done very well in the chances that he's got? Or do you go Kuldeep Yadav? And honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I'd prefer Kuldeep Yadav. I don't know if they want him for the test matches, but I'll go Kuldeep Yadav to complete that line out. That leaves the question of one of the brightest young all-format Indian batting talents, Yashasvi Jaiswal. There's a shootout there. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Abhishek Sharma. Two left-handers, two flamboyant players. I actually believe in terms of pure pedigree, then maybe Yashasvi Jaiswal is a notch above Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek has done so well that it would be very, very cruel to leave him out. And so I thought, at the moment, you've got to stay with Abhishek Sharma. So there you are. That's my 15. I'm about to go and get myself some armor, some headgear, a helmet, some facial armor, and get ready for all the slings and bows and arrows you're throwing at me. But you know what? When you get down to do it yourself, I always end a blog like this. When you get down to do it yourself, you'll realize how difficult it is if you're willing to put your personal fandom and preferences aside and pretend you're a selector. Right then, finally, this is my 15 for the Asia Cup.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.